President Donald Trump stood in the Oval Office to deliver a decisive announcement. The U.S. Space Command headquarters will be relocated from Colorado Springs, Colorado, to Huntsville, Alabama, which he proclaimed would now be known as Rocket City. This decision overturns a previous directive by the Biden administration, delivered with considerable spectacle and political gravitas. The contested relocation has been in motion for years. In early 2021, the Air Force identified Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville as the preferred site for the Space Command headquarters, a position that found support among senior defense officials. A Department of Defense Inspector General review later concluded that the selection of Huntsville was fair and justified, casting it as the logical choice for the command's long-term base. Despite that, the Biden administration reversed the move in mid-2023. Army General James H. Dickinson, then leading the U.S. Space Command, argued that relocating to Huntsville would threaten military readiness. Critics accused the decision of being politically motivated, tied to broader disputes over Pentagon reproductive health care policies. With the shift in power, the relocation battle resumed. Lawmakers from both Alabama and Colorado ramped up lobbying. Alabama's delegation, led by Representative Mike Rogers and Sen. Katie Boyd Britt, argued that Huntsville's deep aerospace heritage, anchored by NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center and its longtime identity as Rocket City, made it uniquely equipped to host the command. They also highlighted the economic benefits, including thousands of jobs. In stark contrast, Colorado officials condemned the move, warning it would cost their region billions in economic activity and delay strategic defense operations. Estimates projected a loss of at least 1,400 jobs and up to $1 billion in regional economic impact for Colorado. The division between the states manifested as both a policy shift and a cultural touchstone. Trump framed the decision as fulfilling a long-stalled plan. "I am thrilled to report that the U.S. Space Command headquarters will move to the beautiful locale of a place called Huntsville, Alabama," he said. He blamed the prior obstruction on the Biden administration, though some saw the reversal as politically driven. That impression was furthered by Trump's public jab at Colorado's mail-in voting system. He called it automatically crooked, tying his strategic defense move to political commentary. Within the broader context of national security and space strategy, Space Command holds growing importance. Established initially in the 1980s, it was re-established under the Trump administration in 2019 to coordinate the U.S. military's satellite operations, missile launch warnings, and space-based communication. The command's headquarters plays a pivotal role in overseeing operations as space increasingly becomes a contested domain with rivals like China and Russia pushing forward. Huntsville's heritage as Rocket City is hard to dismiss. The city was instrumental in crafting the Saturn V rocket that carried Apollo 11 to the moon. The presence of the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, the world's largest space museum, and the beloved Space Camp program, which has inspired over 800,000 attendees, underscores its enduring legacy. In reaction to the announcement, Alabama officials celebrated. Senator Tuberville hailed the move as a strategic and economic triumph. Colorado's officials fired back, decrying the shift as politically motivated and financially damaging. Ultimately, the relocation of U.S. Space Command to Huntsville signals more than a logistical shift. It reflects evolving defense priorities, regional power dynamics, and the continued influence of space heritage in America's national identity. Whether this move will enhance strategic readiness or spur renewed debate over process and politics remains to be seen.